we are back. If it's the Commoner Cup. And
yes, it is.
I'm Matt.
And I'm Greg, and we are the bottom tier, my friend.
Bottom tier. Round 3 is here. As you can tell, Jamie is back out on the field, and Greg is back, baby.
Greg is back. We had to let Jamie go and do some of his crack reporting. But we're here again to do some commentary for all of you. Matt, we got one heck of a round coming up.
It's going to be incredible. It's between Fowler and Marshall, two of our favorites here in the community.
Absolutely. And they're running Phi and Kassai.
Phi and Kassai.
Perfect.
Kind of rhymes. Maybe they're from the same place. Who knows?
Deep lore cuts.
Deep lore cuts. But as always, if you like the Commoner Cup, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button so you can see more. But it looks like they're getting some die rolls in, so let's tune into the action.
Perfect. Here we go.
And a couple of final instructions here, everybody, to our players. Matt, I am super excited to watch this one happen.
I am excited. Who is going to be better, Kassai or Phi? Who runs faster is kind of the question. It looks like we had a high roll there. Don't know who's going first, but we're excited to see this match kind of go out. What are your thoughts ahead of time? Who do you think is going to take it?
Well, I think anytime you get a ninja and a warrior together playing one another, it's going to be down to two things. It's going to be down to who keeps the momentum better, and it comes down to whether or not that warrior has reactions.
The warrior definitely probably has to have reactions, right?
You almost have to assume that it does. Phi, of course, a deck that generally doesn't run a whole lot of reactions itself. So let's find out if that actually will have like a disproportionate effect on what we see here insofar as gameplay.
Absolutely. And they both are going to have strategies to really speed through the aggro, right? Kassai is a very aggro-centric deck.
Very aggro.
Phi is very, very aggro. But I think the Phi player really has to take their time and make sure they don't get low enough to be able to get hit by one of those +3 reactions, right?
Definitely.
3 is the magic number, and once they hit that 3, that's when it's going to be a little bit dangerous.
Get one razor reflex and you're finished.
Yep, for sure, 100%.
All right, looks like we got Fowler going first. Yep. We have started play.
A soaring strike. Way to go. 4
right
go again.
Out of the gate, hitting big.
Yep. If this hits, of course, they get to banish a card from their hand, but it is turn 1, so I don't think Marshall's going to let this one hit at all, so... We see a 3 block.
And does he let...
I think he
let it through. And then we swing in with Searing.
Searing for 3. It could have been a yellow Soaring Strike. It also could have would have been in because it looks like they took no damage. So 3 block, 2. Another 3 block with go again.
There we go. And we block that one as well. And then Fowler finishes us off this turn.
With the Inflame. So Phoenix Flame goes in the hand. Oh, no. No red card. No hand pull. But it still has go again, so you're able to activate Phi's ability. So it'll work out. Look at that Phoenix Flame.
So already Fowler's got some pretty decent momentum going into the second half of the first turn here. I think that as far as it goes, that was probably about the best turn one could have as a Phi player.
Yeah, I mean, yes and no. I would probably, for myself, put something in the arsenal. You always try to want to do that round 1 is what I'm realizing. But we do have that Phoenix Flame coming in. We have a Reflection Bolt to block it. No damage passing through. So
very good. All right, first half of first turn done. Everybody will do their discards and then draw back up. Let's see what Marshall is going to have to respond to Fowler with.
I must have to say the choice to sleeve up Kassai with chain, pretty good.
I like it.
I like it.
It's spicy.
Jinx, you owe me something. We got a man, who would have thought?
Straight
Centauri
in with
Saber.
the Centauri. It's almost like they're playing a warrior or something.
Oh, man. If they block, they'll take 1. Already has an attack reaction there.
Man, there you go. And there is the core of the entire Kassai deck. Swing the sword, buff the sword.
Yep.
Rinse, repeat.
We now have 1 attacking for 5 because it was 5 because it was Blade Runner. And we have second swing come in, increasing it to 8. So we have 2 plus 8, so down to 10 already. Highly incredible.
What a turn for Marshall.
Yeah.
Especially after Fowler coming in pretty good on that first turn of his own. He's matching him card for card. And looks like Marshall's got the arsenal down. We're drawing back up. And Fowler thinking over his moves. I wonder what he's going to do.
I don't know. He did just pop Hope Merchant's Hood, so he could be able to reshuffle in and draw back up.
Looks like he only went for a couple of cards, so he likes some of his hand.
Yep.
Let's see if he gets the pulls he's looking for out of the deck.
I hope so. I really do hope so. It is common for Phis not to block because they really want to pop off on the turn, and Phi does need a full grip. But I think playing more defensively, like Kassai definitely wants you to to not do that. We do see a Stubby's turn here. Stubby's is allowed in commoner, so that means it's going to be big. We have a Renegade. I think it was Ronin Renegade coming in for 4 go again.
Yep, very good card, especially in this context. Going to force that block probably. Let's see what Marshall comes back with here.
Yeah. Let's really zoom in on this action. No blocks. All right, so we have a 4 hitting, and we have that reaction right there.
There we go, the sink below.
Sink below. Let's zoom in. Let's see a little bit more in there.
And folks, we're back. Please excuse that technical difficulty that we ran into there for a second. Looks like the camera took a little bit of a spill.
Yeah, a little bit of spill. It was a little staticky there, but we hope everyone's back safe and sound. We have our cameraman readjusting the camera, making sure everything looks good. And we have that sink below happen, blocking that 4 go again.
And it looks like Marshall went ahead and resolved the effect, sinking that card down back to the bottom of his deck and drawing again. Hopefully he got what he was looking for. A lot of recycling going on in this match.
Yeah. I mean, you have to when you're in a pinch. Looks like we have a Brand with Cinderclaw again attacking for 4 go again if that is a red card. I can't tell the color from here, but we're going for it. Yep. Definitely a 4.
100%. And then, of course, the next thing in the combat chain, if it's not Draconic, it gets that modifier.
Yep. We do have a Lava Vein Loyalty, I believe, also coming in for 4. What I really like to see here is what you see a lot with the Stubby Hammer's turn is just almost full blocking it, like using your entire grip to make sure no damages squeak by so they get no benefit from running that.
Exactly. Just a waste of the hammer.
Yep. So we see Marshall doing that right now, blocking it all out, no damage passing through.
And that really is how you tell that these are high-class players. Fowler comes in with a solid strategy, and Marshall has something already ready to go, basically, in order to sort of prevent that momentum from carrying on any further.
Yep.
Let's see what Fowler's going to do in response to him playing suddenly very defensive.
Yep. It takes that damage from Phoenix Flame, taking 2, breaking a vest of the first fist so they can swing in with
the Ember Blade.
Ember Blade for 3 go again. Very good play from Fowler, keeping the pressure up. It's going to squeak by 5 if Marshall decides not to block, because you do want to keep a few cards to be able to have a good turn.
Absolutely, especially in a matchup against 5. That really, if you end up running out of hand and you can't do anything the next turn, giving that ninja 2 turns in a row just to hammer you is not a good way to go about it. But it looks like Marshall's committed to his last card from hand, along with a piece of equipment.
For that Rising Resentment, they put a Rising Resentment out there attacking for 4.
There we go.
And so it wasn't worth taking 9 damage there. That's kind of, it's good to know. So that means that Marshall probably won't be able to have a turn unless that card in the arsenal is able to attack. But it could just be a pass back to Fowler here.
And that looks like what is happening. It looks like Marshall's passing his turn, drawing back up. And Fowler will get the chance to go again here now.
We have another Brand with Cinderclaw starting it off, attacking for 3 go again.
Very solid. Brand with Cinderclaw is just such a great card in like Draconic decks in general.
It's great because it's a starter, right? You have your Running Renegades, your Brand with Cinderclaw, even Soaring Flame or whatever that was in the beginning of the first round, or Mounting Anger. They're really great, solid attack. You have go again. You don't have to have anything else with it. And so you're always going to see them in the beginning of combat chains. 100%.
Just really gives you the momentum of the turn that you desperately need. Coming in with the head jab now, It looks like.
Nice. So it's a Draconic head jab now. So that means a little bit more fiery, a little bit more spicy.
A little more spicy in a literal and figurative sense.
Yes. I don't even know how to respond, but yes. Spicy like the Flamin' Hot Cheetos that I eat every day.
Living that millennial dream there, Matt.
Just kidding. I don't do that. But Flameclaw Awakening is happening, and that means that he's pulling out that Flaming Hot Cheeto from his deck, aka the Phoenix Flame.
And there we go. Everybody, let's all agree right now. Phoenix Flame is now Spicy Hot Cheeto.
Yes.
Flaming Hot Cheeto.
Flaming Hot Cheeto, yes. I think maybe we should alt art one.
100%.
Just to be a bag of Flaming Hot Cheetos. And we can alt art 5 just to be Chester the Cheetah.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Somebody out there on the internet, make that happen.
Yeah.
Looks like we're blocking now. Marshall burning a card from his hand rather than taking that damage. And he's actually fallen below Fowler in life for the first time this match.
There we go. He is now at 7, I believe, right?
Yep, 7-10, Fowler's favor.
Yep. But Marshall did keep a pretty big grip. I think he has 3 cards in hand.
3 cards in hand, 1 in arsenal, and it is his turn.
It is his turn. What's nice about this is even if he doesn't have a lot of resources to pay for both weapons. You can use that resources for your gallantry gloves, for example.
Yep.
But also Kassai doesn't pay an extra resource for the second sword attack. So it's a really great warrior to have.
As long as you can pay for that first one, you get 2.
Yep. So we have this coming in for 3. No go again at the moment. And if it hits, bam,
There
able
you
to
go.
use the refraction bolters. So now it has go again. We see a sharpened steel +3 plus a outland skirmish +3. So we see this coming in for a total of 9 damage because of gallantry glove and those 2. So
Marshall
that's 9.
pushing the lethal right at Fowler's face. Let's see how Fowler's going to respond to that. See what he burns
That's
out of
big.
his hand.
And we don't know what's in the arsenal. I believe there is one resource floating if they pitch to blue. So that means we could, in fact, get a attack reaction right there to be able to see the win, essentially.
This could be it, everybody. Let's see what happens here. The block. And
Spicy. We'll see what happens.
there it is.
There it is, the attack reaction. Iron Song response, therefore, I
There
believe
you
that's
go.
the win.
And that's game, my friends. Marshall Metter squeaks it out.
Man, that Kassai deck is scary.
That's solid. Honestly, between you and me, I hate playing against Kassai.
Hey,
Kassai is terrifying.
Warriors are tricky, but let's break it down back in the studio. We'll see you guys back here in a bit.
Oh my lord! That was an excellent match.
Yeah, 5 versus Kassai. Who would have thought the drama?
Who would have thought?
It was great.
It really was. It was really interesting to see 2 decks that usually very high on the aggro go at one another and sort of the different positions that they found themselves forced into based upon that.
Absolutely. It was a really like seeing Warrior versus Ninja. This is really, you could tell the difference between both these aggro decks. One is hyper-focused in mind games and using weaponry, while the other one was more of attack, 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 attack.
Just linking together the combo cards and
all these little things are going to do something to you.
combo of cards, rather.
Right, absolutely. And so I think it was a great match. I do think at the end there, Fowler could have lived, just being prepared for that Warrior. And the one bummer part with Ninjas is a lot of their costs are 2-block. A lot of their cards are 2-block.
Most of them are.
Yep.
And then not anticipating, I feel like, the attack reactions to come in.
Yep.
A little bit of a misplayed Warrior decks based upon the attack reaction.
Yep.
Swing with sword, react, push that damage. So especially against something like Fi that runs very few defensive reactions,
Yep.
And tends to have lower block in general, very tricky matchup. But Fowler did a phenomenal job.
Phenomenal job from both players. Marshall moves on to the final round, which is up next. So if you are excited for that, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button again. And we're the bottom tier. I'm Matt,
I'm Greg.
and we'll see you at the next video.